Alrighty tubers, it's January 18th and it's a lovely +4 in the shade here today. I'm very excited. It's one of a very few rare days of nice weather we've had this winter. It seems like every time we get the slightest glimpse of nice temperatures we get freezing rain. Today it's actually sunny and it's not even windy. This beautiful weather was brought in by a big windstorm this week. We had winds of like 120 kilometers an hour. I was reading apparently that's equivalent to an F1 tornado, whatever. 120 kilometers an hour maximum winds. It was blowing 100 fairly consistent. You can see the mess in my yard here. My bird feeder display tipped over and smashed my birdhouse. We're preparing to have a weenie roast today, fighting back against Old Man Winter. Pretty excited about that. I guess I'll just show everybody today where I'm at with what I've got seeded. I started peppers earlier than I've ever started them before. What I'll do is I'll turn it over to a younger, more subdued version of myself, and I'll show you what he did earlier this month, and then I'll wrap it up here at the fire pit. Okay, so let's turn it over to younger Savage. Okay, it's January 5th, 10 in the morning. It's a lovely, yummy -30 outside. I've decided to seed peppers today. At least the wind is calm this morning. It was about -25 last night and the wind was blowing about 50 or 60 kilometers an hour. The woodpeckers and chickadees don't seem to mind it this morning. Anyway, I've got some pepper seeds left over from last year, so I'm going to try starting them. I've never started them this early before, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm on the fence as to whether I'm going to try and set up some kind of grow lights. Okay, so along with some seed starter mix, I bought some more of these trays here. I'm always finding that I have to buy new ones because my other ones get damaged and they don't hold water. Of course, I won't set up my mobile greenhouse till mid-March, and I don't want water leaking all over my carpet in the house. So I bought 8 new trays. But it seems like every year I'm buying these trays because what happens is they get holes in them at the corners. It's always in the corners. There you can see the hole there in that corner and there. Now I'll use this tray as a liner to protect the other newer trays. But it seems like I have way too many of these protective liner trays with holes in them and not enough trays that actually will hold water. And of course when you have seedlings, it's nice to water them and fill the tray with water instead of top watering them. I use these things as well, but somehow the corners always seem to get beat up on them. So I've got a brainwave here I'm going to try out. I've decided to take duct tape and put some duct tape on the corners. Instead of having to buy these trays every year, it seems like I have to buy a bunch of them. I might actually get a few years service out of these brand new trays. 30 below outside, so I'm not going to be doing much outside. So with these 8 trays, I'm going to do it, and I'll use these trays exclusively in the house. That way I know they're going to hold water. I was just out in my mobile greenhouse rummaging to find my one heat mat that I have, and I came across these things. I've been saving these things. I just wanted to share this. I'm probably not going to use it today, but if you want to be a real environmental keener, one thing I could suggest is that you can save your trays and stuff. You can see here I've got a cake tray, a store-bought cake tray, and then we've got various fruit trays. That was probably grapes or something, and this was from some store-bought whatever, Caesar salad or Greek salad. If you want to reuse this stuff, like here's a good one. It'll hold water, and it's got the clear plastic dome. Now, a lot of people like to use, and they'll use a single cell and then they just sprinkle their seeds in them and then they thin them out later. So these would be great for that if you do it that way. I hate thinning things out. I like to plant like 1 seed per cell, and I plant out individual cells. But these would be great for that type of seeding. So anyway, if you want to be frugal and environmentally responsible, that's something to think about. I just thought I'd share that. So I'm going to be seeding 4 types of peppers today. I've got 2 types of peppers on order. I'm going to seed the 3 types that I had last year. Plus I've already received one type that I've ordered for this year. This is 3-year-old seed. I'm still only going to put 1 seed per cell. If I get 2 out of the 6 that germinates, that will be enough. I'm actually going to grow more types of peppers this year than I've ever grown, so I don't. Okay, so I'm going to plant 6 types of peppers this year. The 3 types that I've planted are Cajun Belle, and that's got a Scoville rating of 100, and that's a 60-day. Here's a picture of Cajun Belle from another catalog. Sweet Heat. It's not really a hot pepper. It's got a 0 Scoville rating, but it does have a little bit of spice. Not very much though. There's a picture of that, and that's a really short 56-day pepper. Okay, so along with the 2 kind of mildly spicy peppers, I have a sweet bell pepper called Red Start that I've planted the last couple of years. 65 days. Red bells by September, and that's true. I can speak from experience. These are good. So these 3 types of peppers are good for northern climate. If you've had trouble growing peppers before, try these and I think you'll have some success. A new type of pepper I'm trying here is from T&T out of Winnipeg. Their slogan is early in the Arctic, first in your garden. So here's what they show for fat and sassy. I guess they're supposed to be very productive even in a northern climate. They've bragged this pepper up pretty good, and so they've motivated me to try it here where I live. And the other 2 types of peppers are both going to be hot peppers, and I've yet to receive those in the mail. Okay, so in the mail this week I received Chile Grande, and that's a Scoville rating of 5,000. And also I got Hungarian wax peppers, but I didn't get these super Hungarians. I just got regular Hungarian open pollinated, and they've got a Scoville rating of 2,000. They would look like these, I would imagine. So anyways, since it's so nice out today, I seeded them in my front driveway, and you can read the description there. I'm going to attempt pickling peppers this year. I've never done that before, and I also want to make a hot salsa this year as opposed to a medium hot salsa. So hopefully I'll get some peppers from those 2 types for those 2 things. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. You ever wonder what a peck is? Well, I'm going to show you. There are 8 quarts in a peck. I might make a peck of pickled peppers this year. If I do, I'm probably only going to eat 1 or 2 and give the rest away. We'll see what these peppers provide this year. Anyways, I'll quickly show here how we're doing with the January 5th seeding. This, of course, was 2-year-old seed. So this is the 3rd seeding from those seeds. I got 4 out of 6 Red Start. 2-year-old seed, so 3rd crop from that package. These seeds were like $6 a package, and I had 3 types, that and shipping, so it was like $20 for the peppers. So it's good if you can save your seeds and use them 3 years running, which I'm doing here. 6 out of 6 on my Sweet Heat, so that's pretty good. These seeds are still viable after a couple of years. I got 5 out of 6 on the Cajun Bells, and the 1 type of this year's seed, the Fat and Sassy, of course all 6 of those come up. They're all still in the 2-leaf stage.
So anyway, that's where we're at in January. In my next episode, I'm going to do something different, something I usually don't do here on my channel, and that's I'm going to produce a how-to video. And I'm also counting on the viewer to help me out with this video with the comments. Tune into my next video, and I would appreciate if everybody would add comments if they got any ideas to add to the information. Hopefully we can together put a comprehensive video out for newbies out there. If you have any stories that you want to share, we have unlimited typing available now thanks to Google+. So if you have stories that you want to share, please feel free to do so. Oh, and in my next episode, there may be a special guest star, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. So anyways, yeah, I don't advertise on my channel. There's, I'm not trying to build an empire or anything like that. And I just do this for fun, and I use YouTube to keep track of stuff for myself. I keep a written log, but I find YouTube is handy. You can go ahead and look exactly what your crop looked like, or you can have dates and planting dates and harvest dates and all sorts of stuff like that. That's my main use in YouTube. And I tend to subscribe to channels that like to use YouTube the same way that I do. There's too many people out there that I think that try too hard. I like the channels with very few subscribers, actually. Anyways, I'm rambling. I publish my videos under people and blogs. I don't publish under how-to. I don't claim to be an expert at anything gardening. If I'm doing something wrong, I would hope that other YouTubers would point it out. I guess what I'm trying to get out of YouTube is a learning experience, and I'm also, one of my main goals is to get some people posting videos closer to where I live. I think if I had a handful of people that posted videos where I live, I could probably kind of semi-retire from YouTube, actually. I would prefer to watch videos than make them. I do enjoy making videos. I think I would do less videos. So anyway, yeah, there's tons of YouTubers out there that know a whole pile about gardening, and I thought maybe we could put something together, a comprehensive video for all the newbies out there that are going to be starting seeds this time of the year. It's the earliest I've ever started peppers. Usually I don't start stuff until end of February at the earliest. And by then the daylight hours are enough that I just put them in a south-facing window and they're fine. This time of the year there's not as much light, so I'll show you what I'm doing there. If you have a story that you want to tell about what you've learned, I won't say what the topic is today, but hopefully once I introduce the topic, then everybody can add their 2 cents, and hopefully we can have a really good source for new gardeners to check it out and learn from all of our mistakes. Anyway, there's tons of YouTubers out there that are trying to build their own empire, and everybody's scared to say anything to anybody about they don't want to hurt their feelings, I guess, because then they might unsubscribe or whatever. That's not what this channel is all about. So if you got any information for me, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm on YouTube. So hopefully in this video, like I said, I'm doing a how-to video, which I usually don't do, and I'm expecting people to come up with more. Let's all learn together.